dream come true. Asuka joins Kairi Sane and IYO Sky in Damage CTRL. Xia Li's on both RAW and NXT having 2 feuds. What's going on with this mega push? Red Velvet returns after 9 months but loses to Julia Hart. Ruby Soho has a secret admirer. And Tasha Steelz defeats Deonna Purrazzo. Welcome to the Ring the Bell. This is DS and this is Women's Wrestling Weekly. I literally just got back from big event in New York talking to my sis Gail Kim and the OG ECW and TNA Trinity, and I also got to meet Mandy Rose and Bella twins, so fingers crossed for those interviews to happen down the line. I'm really hoping for it. But anyway, some wild things happened this week, especially on SmackDown, so let's dive right into it. So on SmackDown we had Bayley come out following last weekend's crown jewel. Kairi Sane coming back to her surprise, helping IYO retain her title. Bayley says she wants explanation from IYO. By the way, Bayley was so good with this promo. She used crowd's "watch" chant, which is always so annoying, to her advantage.
Good job, clap for yourself, you idiots.
Very nicely done. And then out comes IYO with Dakota Kai and Kairi Sane, and Bayley herself brings the incident from 2020 when she was the one who injured Kairi and made her leave WWE. Then Kairi says she forgives Bayley, offering her a hug, and Bayley's like, I don't hug anymore.
I don't hug anymore though, I don't.
That was a nice callback. Out comes Bianca Belair to interrupt, saying that she's got her own backup, and it is Charlotte Flair and Asuka, which is some Avengers Assemble time team up. Also, you know I have to mention that Bianca's wearing a bodysuit that's like the sisterhood of traveling bodysuit or something like that. Literally everyone wears it. Is it you, Candice Michelle? So following this, the main event is Damage CTRL, IYO Sky, Bayley, and Kairi Sane versus Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Charlotte Flair. 6-women tag. The match was pretty standard women's tag match. Well, what I didn't love though was how Kairi didn't really get to shine here. Bianca was beating the heck out of her mostly, although Kairi got some cool moves in, couple of them. I just love Kairi so much, and she just didn't get the best return, especially with that quiet crown jewel crowd. And then even for her first return match, I feel like she didn't really get to shine here. But the match was really about the ending, where Asuka blew Miss Bianca, her own partner Bianca, who was just trying to tag her in. And from there, we see Kairi hugging her former tag partner. Then we see IYO joining in the hug, and they even include all defensive Bayley to come hug. From there, a huge brawl starts with Shotzi running in to save, but Damage CTRL destroys everyone, towering over fallen Charlotte, Bianca, Shotzi, everyone. I was so excited about this. This stable is everything. Bloodline. This is my bloodline. There's so much history between everyone from Asuka Kairi, the former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, Kairi and IYO, IYO and Asuka, Damage CTRL to Bayley and Kairi. It's so juicy. And the fact that we wanted Asuka Kairi IYO stable for years, it's so surreal to me that this is happening. I mean, obviously they're building the stable for War Games match, which I'm really excited about. But I'm even more excited about what to come next. Like, when is Kairi finally getting her revenge on Bayley? Or will we see our dream match among the 3 Japanese stars? Will someone join this faction like the rumor says? The possibility is endless, and I'm so excited. Satisfied. Also, Zelina Vega's acting when Santos Escobar attacked Rey Mysterio was so good, and her acting when she prank called Dominic Mysterio on her Twitch was also so good.
So I'm ordering for my mom. She's driving right now.
Kid, put your mom on the phone. What is this? All right, is she hot though? Yeah, but is your mom hot?
I don't know, Mom, are you warm?
So she should seriously consider doing more acting jobs, or like at least voice acting. So good. The holiday season is quickly approaching, and I'm very thankful for so many things this year, from meeting some of my idols to going to WrestleMania, Impact 1000, and meeting some of you Ring the Bell fam in person. But also I'm thankful for NordVPN for making this episode happen and keeping me safe online, because guys, being on the internet without a VPN could be a big mistake, because hackers could always see what you're looking at right now. What's in my Twitter bookmark? None of your business. But also, as you know, I travel a lot. I'm in New York this weekend, traveling to Milwaukee soon, all for Ring the Bell, and I really get nervous about using public Wi-Fi at the airports or cafes after learning they can be compromised by criminals to intercept your data all the time. So I love that I can encrypt online traffic with NordVPN at all times to keep the weirdos off of my information. On top of that, I got the entertainment. I can watch my favorite K-dramas or movies that are on my Netflix using NordVPN by changing the location. You can also access WWE Network from United States for some of the content that's not on Peacock. And I know some of you love those watch wrestling websites with 100 pop-ups. This is a good protection for you. So get NordVPN yourself at nordvpn.com/ringthebell. And if you sign up now, you can get 2-year plan with additional 4 months free. That's nordvpn.com/ringthebell. And it's 100% risk-free thanks to 30-day money-back guarantee. Thank you, NordVPN. And WWE Raw. It was interesting. interesting. Yes, it was interesting because we, asked WWE to give us some fresh matches, fresh pairings, use of people you don't usually use all the time, and I did not expect them to do this, like this much of a fresh people all at once. They went to the extreme other side this week. So we first got Rhea Ripley and Zoe Stark segment. So Adam Pearce was talking some Judgment Day business with Rhea, banning them from Arena or whatever. So Rhea is pissed already, and then Zoe Stark comes out, a new #1 contender, saying that Rhea should not be overlooking her. Rhea then says she never overlooked her, and she saw her do great things back in NXT, saw Zoe sending Trish Stratus packing home and defeating Becky Lynch. But she will never be champion as long as she's on the same brand as her, because mommy is always on top. Yo, the crowd was like dead silent in this promo, like crickets. Even when mentioning like Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch, like nothing. And Zoe's big mic drop zinger at the end was like, just like I almost beat you at Crown Jewel, I'll beat you at Survivor Series. Aww. What a writing. Like this it's not a mic drop. But Rhea apparently got pissed at this and charges at Zoe, only for Zoe to throw her out of the ring. You know what? I think both Rhea and Zoe did best they can do with the given materials. It was just overall lame. Like, WWE damn well knows that Zoe's strong suit is her freakish athleticism. Why are they putting her in these circumstances from the first place, okay? They knew she's not a heat magnet like Nia. She doesn't have whole history with Rhea like Raquel or Shayna to make a big segment out of. So I just don't get this booking. And backstage, we see Shayna and Raquel encourage Zoe to defeat Rhea at Survivor Series, and Nia comes in and said everything I was thinking.
Zoe, I've already squashed you.
And Raquel, in her best The Rock fit, challenges Nia for a match, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little more excited about this match than Rhea versus Zoe, unfortunately. Then we got 2 women's matches, which is always good, but yeah. Tegan Nox, accompanied by Natalya versus Piper Niven, accompanied by Chelsea Green, and then we even get a cute promo video for Tegan before this match, but I don't even know what to say. This promo in short was saying that she's not defined by her injury anymore, and she is there to hang with the best of WWE superstars. What do you... I still don't know anything about Tegan. There is nothing for the crowd to be connected to her. And believe me, I'm trying very, very hard. And this match was a fine match. Tegan picking up on a set over Piper, which was cool. But ultimately, it just felt so inconsequential, especially with tag champions having so many losses to single superstars already for the last several months. This yet another loss for champions means nothing. And Natty and Chelsea were trying their bestest to make the crowd care. But again, this is purely booking problem. You literally have legendary Natalya, like you said, and Chelsea Green, who's the most entertaining women they have on the roster, and this is the best booking they can do. Even Natty's Matt Cardona cosplay that she posted on her social is way more entertaining than this. Like, I'm gonna say, girl, I just want them to do the tag champions right. Then the second match was Xia Li versus Indy Hartwell, and as you'll expect, Xia knocked out Indy with the kick, again, with crowd silent, again, because probably they all knew this was gonna happen. And then, thankfully, Becky Lynch, the man who was knocked out by Xia last week, comes in, and I already love Becky, but I've never been happier to see Becky on Raw. Like, this episode really needed Becky Lynch superstar energy, and she comes in to beat Xia's ass, only for Xia to run away, setting up for Xia versus Becky next Raw. This is where it gets really tough. Like, I'm happy for Xia, don't get me wrong. I'm really happy that she's getting this opportunity, feuding with the man. This is huge, and she's knocking out Candice and Indy. Huge push, huge. But I don't know, for now, I'm just not as dying to see this match. Like, please change my mind, Xia, next week with the banger of a match. I'm just currently not convinced that Xia is suddenly someone that needs to be on my TV on both Raw and NXT, coming for both the man Becky Lynch, the greatest women's wrestler of all time, and the new NXT Women's Champion Lyra. Like, I don't know. So I'll say May for now, but please prove me wrong though. Please.
Good, not bad.
On WWE NXT, we hear from the new NXT Women's Champion, Lyra Valkyria, coming out looking beautiful. She talked about beating a true legend like Becky Lynch to become a champion, and she's ready for the next challenge. And I don't know if the producers only gave her like really short time, but she had like no chill here. She didn't even listen to the crowd chanting, "You deserve it." You gotta enjoy it, Lyra.
You know what? Whoever it was that said that you should never...
Anyway, then Xia Li from Raw comes out from the crowd and Lyra tells security to let her through. She comes in to then brag about attacking Becky Lynch on Raw, telling Lyra that she planned to take her title soon. She then spin kicks, knocking off security guy. Oh, that kick was so beautiful. I mean, I didn't expect any of this, to be honest. I did not think Xia will be coming to NXT. She must really want that freaking NXT title coming all the way here. I'm just surprised to see Xia pop up on NXT while having a Becky Lynch feud going on. Like, no offense, but this is like I just had one coffee date with you, but you're trying to move in with me. Like, I love this for you, don't get me wrong, but I just... hold on a second. And if you ask me, I'm more down to see her in NXT because I really don't think Xia ever got to shine in NXT. I think the bigger problem is that I can't even say that I have my favorite Xia Li match yet. So I want to see her prove herself in the ring, and NXT is a perfect place to do that, especially with how crowded Raw is getting. And we also saw 2 women's matches, Tiffany Stratton versus Fallon Henry for NXT Deadline Iron Survivor Challenge spot. I really like both of their entrances, by the way. Tiffany, of course, with that camera flash is so good, but Fallon also really cute with that, I don't know, towel to the camera, very like Western country, I don't know. And this was a really hard fought match. Fallon, I feel like I haven't seen her in a while in action, but she was really coming for Tiffany's leg with that submission move. But Tiffany here really stood out. She almost felt like unhinged. The scoop slam to the rope was brutal, and then she just catches Fallon mid-air and just throws out the ring, just no F given. That was really wild. And at the end, Tiffany hits prettiest moonsault for the win in 11-minute hard-fought match. Super solid match between the two with tons of back and forth. It was amazing, stratified. And post-match, we see Tiffany and Kiana talk backstage, trying to over-bitch each other, saying that they are the best and they will take over this division, especially if the Iron Challenge Survivor, whatever. And then as Kiana's leaving, Tiffany goes, I don't mind her. I mean, it's probably just them forming alliance or tag team or whatever, but like the way Tiffany said this, I don't mind her, like, so confused, makes me want to see them in a lesbianic storyline, like little romance going on. Like,
I don't mind her.
am I too gay for wanting that? Like, I think it'll be good. We then see NXT Women's Breakout Tournament winner Lola Vice and Elektra Lopez versus Kalani Jordan and Roxanne Perez. So this match was set up because Lola was just being so annoying. So annoying backstage, annoying everyone about winning the tournament and saying everyone's just jealous, like true diva. Roxanne then comes in to warn her not to make enemy out of everyone, but really the highlight of the segment was Ariana trying to do her Miss Universe bullshit speech with everyone just ignoring her. Then Carmen just tell her to shut the hell up. And it's really funny because camera also cuts while Ariana was speaking, so that was like really funny. Right before the match started, Ariana Grace comes out to wish 4 ladies good luck, and she then sits down to watch the match. And I just love Lola moving her hips any chance she gets, unprovoked. It's so funny. And even though Lola and Elektra show some nice teamwork here, it all backfires when Roxanne drop kicks Lopez into Vice, then she hits Pop Rocks on Lopez, taking out Lola Vice outside with a dive, letting Kalani pick up a win on Carmen with the split-legged moonsault. Then my favorite, Ariana interrupts the ring announcer this time to announce the winners herself, then says everyone here are the winner, only for Carmen to run out to attack her and shut her up. I mean, Ariana was like so sweet. I mean, yeah, she was slightly annoying, but I felt bad seeing her attacked on the ground and everything. You know I love me some Ariana. I love what she's doing with her character. If she evolves it even more from there, take a couple more notches up, I think she got herself Jillian Hall, Vicky Guerrero level heat magnet character coming. I'm very, very excited about this, and this match was fun. Stratified. Moving to AEW's side on Dynamite, we had the returning Red Velvet versus Julia Hart. Red is coming back from 9 months recovery. That was a long ass time, and it's so good to see her back. She's built from your mama's kitchen. She's wearing apron, looking so cute. The match was interesting. Usually for returning wrestlers, you could expect the short and sweet winning bout, especially in a weekly show, but it was none of that. Starting from this intense face-off, this match ran more like some kind of bad blood feud with long history. They even had this really cute battle of split legs, and I'm like, am I missing something? Like, do they have big histories I forgot about? Let me know if I did. But I really, really enjoyed this match. Like, both I feel like are looking better than ever. Red Velvet always had this very unique, dancey, flowy way of movement that I really enjoyed, but she added tons of intensity this time to her move. Very hard-hitting, vicious, almost like mean streak showing, and some of the moves she brought here, like that top rope iconoclasm, looked awesome. But Julia Hart, her improvement is mind-blowing to me. Not only her character, but she was dragging Red Velvet everywhere. Like, I gagged when she just threw Red around outside the ring, like, no F given. And at the end, she super kicks Red and picks up a win with the beautiful moonsault, to my surprise. Yeah, I did not expect Julia to defeat the returning Red Velvet. And post-match, Julia locks Red in Heartless for Sky Blue to walk in for the save. Sky Blue, who's still all emo with Julia Hart virus going on. And if you missed it last week, Blue missed it Julia Hart, so there's some animosity going on there. They're not in the same team. Then TBS champion Kris Statlander with Willow come out in support for Sky Blue, with Julia backing out. This was a lot. Like, there's not much explanation about what's going on with Julia Hart and how her victims are being affected, what's going on with this magic, the power, whatever. But I'm intrigued. I'm into it because, you know, the storyline is obviously continuing. Willow maybe is just too goody-goody, so she seems to have recovered from it. And Sky is still very emo, but Willow is so lovable that she somehow still respects Willow, and she's coming to bite back the virus host. And Statlander, of course, just is standing there trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So yeah, at least there's some continuity, backstage interviews, which I missed a couple times. I'm sorry about that. But there are segments to continue the situation, which, again, doesn't explain much, but it keeps going. So I will say I'm happy with that, especially given that this is AEW. I'm satisfied. I want to know what's going to happen. It's a good match. I liked it. And then Red, thankfully, had another chance to impress on her return week on Rampage against Ruby Soho. And Red brought it yet again, the intensity. And her selling, of course, is on point, as always. Loved her wheelbarrow bulldog, but mid-match, Ruby gets the upper hand on Red, only to be distracted by someone delivering her green flower bouquet mid-match. And with her all confused and kind of happy, I don't know, Red uses this opportunity for a roll-up, but referee was busy taking the bouquet away. But Red Velvet then hits a beautiful spinning kick for the win in 9 minutes. And Ruby's just looking at the flower, can't believe that she lost, but at least I got flower bouquet. First of all, glad Red got her victory at least here after losing her return match, but also this Ruby storyline is kind of cute, I guess. She's been having this backstage flirting going on with Angelo Parker for a week. Soraya then yells at Ruby and Angelo backstage like what kind of dumbass sends a flower during a match, but they ain't listening. They are madly falling in love, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm not mad about it. If they're not going to give her a title, at least give her a cute boy to play with. No, I'm satisfied. And on Collision, we learned that there will be 2 #1 contendership matches for a triple threat TBS Championship at AEW Full Gear. And for the first match, we see Julia Hart versus Willow Nightingale. And this is a match we saw a couple weeks ago on Dynamite with Julia defeating Willow, to my surprise. And again, to my surprise, Julia picks up another win against Willow. I mean, I'm slightly mad about it. This match was really good. Willow has fully recovered from Julia Hart virus, it seems. She's Julia Hart virus negative. Don't know how that happened. Don't know why Sky is still affected. We want the explanation. I don't think we had it. If we did, please let me know in the comment section. But Willow looked awesome here. I loved the torture rack submission that looked like Julia was folded in half. Loved the huge spine buster, but outside, Willow misses the corner ball to the stairs. And the ending was like kind of like whatever, but Willow misses the clothesline, letting Julia hit huge lariat from behind, and Julia picks up a win with a moonsault again. Not gonna lie, Julia has immensely improved. The crowd is fully behind her. She's like so popular. And this match was another really entertaining one, but I'm just not happy with Willow eating losses after losses. Like, what don't you see in her? She's just glowing stardom everywhere. She's just a star. Anyway, not everyone can win. Julia is obviously killing it out there. She's the center of this virus storyline, so I can see why she's advancing here, so I'll say I'm satisfied. And on Impact Wrestling, we had Deonna Purrazzo versus Tasha Steelz match following their fallout from Bound for Glory after they failed to pick up a win from the MK Ultra after some miscommunications. Now, one thing to note is that Deonna's Impact contract is rumored to be coming up by the end of this year, so she's in the putting over other talents mode. And this match was great, like starting out with show of respect, and it was kind of like whatever you can do, I can do better vibe of a match. Love when Tasha was twerking after a jumping head scissors. Then Deonna puts Tasha in Paradise Lock. Let me know this like human knot thing actually works, because I kind of want to try it myself. And then Deonna does her own twerking back. And I also love when Deonna locks Tasha in Fujiwara armbar, but Tasha hits back with Deonna's Venus de Milo, stealing her move, which Deonna reverses back to Fujiwara. So good. But Tasha then says, "F respect, rakes Deonna in her eyes to get out of the lock and hits back-to-back cutters for the huge win, defeating Deonna Purrazzo. I mean, you know, Tasha really needs some serious rebuilding after 2 consecutive injuries, if I'm not wrong. So I'm down for this win. And Deonna the Virtuosa is just basically Impact Women's Division. Like, she is the Impact Knockout, so I think she can take some loss and she'll be fine. This match was really good, but I really wish they can have like a longer feud for them to finally have this like big match at the pay-per-view down the line or something like that. I mean, I don't know how Deonna's contract will work with that, but I kind of want that. I feel like that's gonna benefit Tasha a lot. But again, the match was really fun, Stratus spot. And backstage we see Sunny Kiss interview where she said she's disappointed that she didn't get to win the Call Your Shot Battle Royale at Bound for Glory to challenge Trinity for the Knockouts title. Then Trinity comes in saying that she's a big fan and she's like, I'm the champ and all, you know?
Since I'm the champ and all.
Saying that she's gonna talk to Impact Management to make something work. So we have Sunny Kiss Trinity match coming up, which is I think a lot of people are really excited about. I'm very excited about it too. Thank you so much for joining in for this week's Women's Wrestling Weekly. Yeah, I'm kind of tired. I'm still editing Lena Yada episode, which is gonna come out soon. I recently also interviewed Britt Baker for NBC, so the Ring the Bell version will come a little later after that. A lot of interviews to come, Sunny Kiss interview, and then we've got the Trinity Gale interview, so it's all coming. Please support me. I'm a one-man band. I'm working hard. Do support me by considering joining our membership program, and also follow me on Instagram at DSShin and Ring the Bell DS on Twitter. And I'll see you next time. Bye.